Hi guys, welcome to Unit 5, Lesson 3, Area of Composite Figures. So first off, a composite figure is a shape made up of smaller shapes, okay? Which is the majority of the types of shapes that we see in the world, right? Buildings and things like that, it's not just like one straight shape. The best thing for us to do is just to go straight into practice problems because we already know how to find the area of a rectangle and an area of the area of a triangle, and that's what these are going to be made up of. So let's get into it. This first example is number 2 on your practice. All right, so we're given this shape here, and notice, like if I draw a line right here, notice now I have what? I have a rectangle and I have a triangle, okay? From that, if this is a rectangle and this side is 4 centimeters, that means this side of the triangle is also 4 centimeters. And if the side of the rectangle is 8, that means this is 8, but this whole thing from here to here is 10. So that means the base of my triangle is 2, right? Because this is 8. And 8 plus 2 equals 10. So what is the area of the whole shape? Well, first we can find the area of the rectangle by doing base times height. The area of the triangle is 1/2 base times height. So with the rectangle, it's an 8 by 4. So that gives us 32 square centimeters. Okay. Not too bad, right? With this one, it's 1/2 times the base. So the base is 2. My height is 4. Half of 2 is 1. Times 4 is 4. So now we found them separately. Now we just need to combine them, right? So 32 plus 4 equals 36 square centimeters, and that's your total area. Not bad. All right, let's look at this next one. I chose this one because I felt like this one was a little more complicated. So we've got this composite figure. The area of the composite figure is 56 square meters. What is the value in meters of the height of the larger rectangle? So notice we're given both values of this tiny rectangle that we need. We have 3 times 4. So the area of this little guy is 12. Okay? So knowing that, and we know that the total area is 56, right? So if the whole thing adds up to 56, well then let's call this area x. We would have x plus 12, right? Would add up to the total 56. Well, we can subtract 12 from both sides. So x is equal to, let's see, of 44. Okay. So the area of the larger rectangle is 44. We know the length of it, okay? They gave us this little guy. He's not very necessary, okay? It's almost like they gave us extra information just to test whether we know what information to use. But so if we know that the area of a rectangle is base times height, in this case we've got 44, our base is 8, we're looking for the height. Well, we can divide by 8 on both sides. They'll cancel over there. And then 44 divided by 8, let's see here. 44 divided by 8, 5.5. So the height would be 5.5, and they were meters. Okay? So it's like a puzzle, right? Use the information that you're given and the formulas, and then you can find your missing pieces. All right, this final one, number 2 from your quick check. The composite shape has an area of 40 square inches. What is the area of the rectangle? Okay, so we know the whole thing all right, 40 square inches. We also know that we've got these two triangles here, and they're actually identical, right? One is just flipped over and attached on the other side. But so if we have two of those, right? Well, the area of one of them, one thing we could do is find the area of one. So the base is 3, and the height is 4, okay? So we could say, all right, well, half of 4 is 2 times 3 is 6. But there's two of those. So we've got 6 and we've got another 6 right there. Now, another thing that we could have done is we could have said, well, if I combine them, I get one rectangle. And so then I could have cut out that half, and that would have been okay too. But so the two triangles, so we'll say 2 triangles equals 12 square inches, right? And if the total is 40, let's see, we'll say area equals 40 minus 12. So what does that give us? That gives us 28 square inches that's left for this rectangle. Okay, so 6 plus 6 plus 28 gets us back to that 40. All right, as always, I certainly hope that helps, and reach out if you need extra support. Have an awesome day.